On Bondi, the New Year's Day party is still rocking, and it's 8 p.m. After a 15-hour day, the Lifeguards finally call it quits. Now it's time for them to enjoy a beer.
The day's been massive. We've had rescues all day and probably one of the biggest crowds I've seen for many years. So, I thought after that Friday night, come and have a beer.
But old habits die hard. A couple struggle 100 metres out. Hoppo and Reedy paddle out in near darkness. Reedy picks off one swimmer. Hoppo rescues two more. The couple had been given numerous warnings by lifeguards earlier that afternoon.
Like the sand just went down, and we just kept going like, we don't even have a flight here.
If we weren't having a beer, we went home. There'd be no one there for them. They would have drowned for sure.
Hoppo and Reedy finally go home. But at 9:30 p.m, a call from police. Lifeguards are back on duty.
Had the biggest day ever, and I just got home and had some dinner, and I got a call there's a chopper down here searching for a missing person. A drunken swimmer's gone in, and he's never come out.
They both went in.
Yeah.
Both went in and one come out.
Been on the drink all day, and all from last night and all day. Come down for a swim, and never come out of the water.
So I'm pretty upset, you know, we were here to 8:15 tonight. We did loads of rescues, it was getting dark, and we warned people over and over.
Oh yeah, affirmative, thank you. Yeah, thanks for your assistance. They've had a look at the shore. They've also had a look at the cliff face. Yeah. They've not been able to see anything.
Postponing.
Let's go.
At 10 p.m, the search is postponed.
I guess we'll sort of take us as it goes in the morning. If he's still missing, then it's more of a body recovery, which will be not nice at all.
It's an absolute tragedy if something has occurred here, but weighing up all the options, they told me he was a good swimmer. Yeah, sure, he'd had a gut full of piss, but I reckon he's somewhere else.
It's a horrible way to start the year.
Next morning, Dino gets a phone call about the missing swimmer.
How did it happen? He's all right, boys. He was drunk and irresponsible, and he's turned up at his mum's house. It's really, I don't know how to take it. I guess I'm glad he's not dead.
You know, it says it all. It was a hot day. The 1st of January, they got blind, they've gone for a swim and missed each other.
Well, he left his clothes on the beach. I guess you would, you know, he's gone missing and just disappeared.
Did he walk home through Bondi on New Year's Day in the nude and not even know about it?
As Jake unloads rescued swimmers on the jet ski, Hoppo races to a drowning woman further north.
There's two of them.
Holy just when we thought we couldn't get any worse, there's two more heads in the same rip and they weren't looking good either.
Oh my God.
Where did they even come from? So we've got 3 people now needing help. We've got 1 jet ski in the water and lifeguards scattered everywhere.
Oh, she went under. Oh my God. Go, mate.
From the tower, it's one of the scariest things as a lifeguard because you're watching someone drown and it goes in slow motion the time the buggies get into that person and you're literally sitting there helpless watching them sink.
Oh my God.
By the time Hoppo was radioed to go in and he was paddling out, I'd seen it from there. You just got to get there as quick as possible.
On the way out, a good Samaritan is helping one of the struggling men. He desperately calls for Hoppo to help his friend further out.
So when I got to the guy, it was choppy conditions. He was panicking, but his concern wasn't about himself. It was more about the other woman.
At the back of the rip, a young surfer and a volunteer lifesaver have saved the woman's life.
That kid just saved that chick's life.
Yeah, right.
Jake arrives for the pickup.
All right, Jake's there.
Hoppo collects the man.
We got her. Yeah, she's got her, get on. She wasn't the best swimmer and she'd been sort of fighting that rib. Hey, yeah. She wasn't in a good way. She was a bit distressed when I got to her. Jump on the mat.
Even once all the resources arrive and you think the scenario is over, someone who's been fighting a rip for a minute that can't really swim, they've completely fatigued, and there could be a rescue board right in front of them and they just can't grab it. So all of a sudden the rescue's not over.
So that's it. Holy shit. Got it.
Yeah, jump off. Saving someone's life, wrangling a jet ski and managing that all at once, that hats off to him. He's done a great job.
You can even hear the panic on Hop's face. Yep, I'm in.
Yeah, I've never heard hot panic. I've never heard hot panic. That was one of the first times I've heard Hoppo just wing it. Yeah, boys, I'm in. Once you hear Hop start wigging out, start stressing and even running, that's when you know it's serious.
Hoppo is not done yet.
Yeah, Hoppo's going back out there now, actually.
Oh, yeah, he's got another one.
I paddle out to another guy and he doesn't want to be rescued.
Mate, get out of here. I'm gonna rip, man.
Fair play for him to give it a go, but I knew he was going nowhere.
Sometimes people's pride overwhelm them and they don't want to jump on.
Not getting in here, mate.
So now we've got a situation where Hoppo's sitting there watching this fella just swim like an absolute clown against the strongest rip on the beach.
Finally, the swimmer accepts the expert's advice.
So I finally get him on the board, paddling back to shore.
Get over there, mate. Walk that way.
And then what's he do? Walk straight back in the rip again.
Well, you don't walk back in the rip. That's this one, mate. That way.
So anyway, this here's another Christmas day at Bondi.
No one likes to see it, it's not needed. So stay away.
Then the simmering threat of violence boils over. A man has punched a girl in the face.
This guy just hit my friend. Up there, she's bleeding in the mouth. He just hit her, all the guys up there, they just hit her in the face and she's bleeding.
What need to happen? You're going to know who it was, otherwise it's nothing.
Which one hit her? I just saw her drop to the ground. She's bleeding in the face. They were like bugging us for so long.
What, those ones there?
All those guys.
Well,
Bugging us forever.
Black Rhino to Bondi Central. Just put the cameras directly between myself and you and send 2 cops down. Some blokes just knocked the chick out.
He couldn't ID the bloke. She said, I just saw my friend drop to her knees.
So just send them down ASAP, the cops.
Yeah, copy. I just see the cops, I'll get them.
The guys come up and start talking to us, like hitting on us, and we're like, oh, we're just laughing because we didn't want to, start. And we're just like, oh, no. And then one grabbed my friend's boobs, and then she said that no, I have a boyfriend, I'm not into this. She slapped him, and then he just came up and punched in the face.
Yep.
Next thing I know, she was on the ground with blood, and then I ran to Lifeguard and told him.
Yep.
And the guy who did it, he was in red shorts, and he just ran off, and the rest of them were there, and the rest of them.
One of them, the girl came up, she punched her in the head and dropped her to her knees.
Police take up the chase. With tens of thousands at Bondi, the cowardly offender could easily get lost in the crowd.
Very disappointing, but it's our job to deal with that and try and control it as best we can.
Police take evidence. If they find the perpetrator and prove the assault, he could well face a jail sentence. The day warms up and the crowds surge down. New Year's Day is about to get madder still. By midday, there are an estimated 20,000 people on the beach. A dangerous combination of swell and tide unsettles the lifeguards.
Mate, the tide's going out and the swell is large and the crowd is pretty much all still drunk.
The tide is now changed and the water is starting to push out to sea.
With the tide turning, these rips are just going to start kicking right in. Something's going to happen. You don't see a whippet like this. He's got ice in the veins, this kid, and when you see him get edgy, you know it's going to get dangerous. Very dangerous.
Within minutes, Matt's predictions prove right. A boy swimming outside the flags struggles to stay afloat. Then Harry spots someone else in trouble. Meanwhile, the jet ski scoops up swimmers caught further out. Brooke is the only lifeguard left on the sand. At the worst possible moment, the jet ski suddenly stops.
You all right? Put it on the reserve tank.
Put it on the reserve tank.
Just hit the stop button and see if that kicks it back in.
No matter what Troy tries, it won't start.
Please clear the water. It's broken down and he's going to wash in.
At the mercy of the waves, the half-ton jet ski has suddenly become a serious danger. If it hits a swimmer, the consequences could be dire.
Attention in the water. Could all those people swimming here in front of this jet ski please clear the water?
Troy is in trouble as a set of waves looms in.
See, hang on, Troy. Perfect. He's done the right thing. He's jumped off then, took it side on the back of the mat, and just washed him straight in.
With the beach at its most treacherous, the jet ski is out of action and the team is stretched to the limit.
Oi, no more swimming here. You can't swim.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the lifeguards are dealing with very difficult situations today. You must go up to the flags, 300 metres up to the door.
So just head back to shore. We've got 3 no swimming signs up there. We don't want anyone swimming out here. Conditions are really dangerous.
As lifeguards scan the water for struggling swimmers, attention is suddenly drawn to the shallows. Brooke races over. The man is playing a practical joke.
Feel free to give him a spray. He's just playing dead. He's getting a bit of attention, but if he wants to do it, go do it in your bath or something, not down the beach.
I thought it was a full-on spinal. Like he was laying there and everyone's looking at him. So I went up and then he looked up and just smiled at me and I went, yeah. I kicked the guy. We had the jet ski breaking down, Whippet's out doing a rescue. I'm trying to watch 100 other people in the water. Can't believe he's so selfish just to take my time away from other people.
Broken down jet ski, Whippet was doing a rescue, spinal in the freaking shore break. It was anything.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And I had my feet up on the rhino.
Finally, the disabled jet ski is back on the shore.
No, it's the first time it's happened. We've done training for it, but it's the first time it's happened, like, you know, real, like, life situation kind of thing. So I knew the ski would just go straight in if you got into the back of it and that. So, yeah, it was good. They were probably laughing their heads off. They thought I was going to probably tip it or something.
Bondi Skate Bowl attracts some of the world's best skaters. But not every visitor is a pro.
We just got a kid, looks like he's dislocated his elbow in the bowl.
Chapo and I head up to the skate park. When we get there, we notice this poor little kid right in the bottom of the bowl, and you could quite clearly see that his elbow was dislocated. Our first concern is to get him some pain relief.
Hey, little man, this is not going to taste very nice, but I need you to breathe it in. Okay, just breathe on it, just like a whistle.
Yeah. The green whistle delivers methoxyflurane, an analgesic gas.
It does tend to calm things down. His mum was there, had Maddie D there as well. And it makes it a lot easier for us to move him in as little pain as we can.
He's getting the green whistle as we speak. But yeah, it's a bad one.
Okay, copy that. So do you require for an embo?
Absolutely.
Copy that, thank you.
How you feeling, buddy? You feeling a bit better? That's great. We're just going to get you out of the bowl.
What I'll do, can we get in, Mum? You've got to figure out the easiest way of moving him and restricting their pain. And we're just lucky enough this time was only a little kid and it was quite easy, this one, to get him out.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
It's just 2 days before Christmas and Billy risks spending it in hospital.
There you go, mate.
This is his first accident, like first proper accident, so he might be having a bit of time off. I'm not sure. He's meant to be going up to Byron on Boxing Day for a week, and then we're going down the south coast straight after that, me and him and the others. It's just bad timing. He lost a tooth today too.
Feeling good, aren't you, mate?
We gave him the green whistle and this dude was just cruising like nothing had ever happened.
Do you remember what you did, Billy, how you fell? Do you? What happened? Were you dropping in here, at this end? Where were you dropping in?
Kick turning and I fell off.
You kick-turned where? At this, whereabouts? Down there?
Deep end.
At the deep end.
The news story is you busted an air, you did a 720 in the air, and then you nearly landed it, but you landed in the flats. That's the story, all right?
And all the girls were watching.
Yeah.
And they're still watching.
There's girls everywhere, but just relax.
You know, we were just hoping for his sake that young Billy didn't have to spend Christmas in hospital.
Billy underwent emergency surgery. He had pins inserted into his elbow to keep the bone in place. After 30 hours in the hospital, he made it home on Christmas Eve.
If you can't swim, it's not a good place to try and learn, okay?
It does get frustrating. I've lost my cool, a few times on the megaphone.
Please move north or go down to the flags. Simple.
Some people don't listen, know better. You just got to go get them.
I'm not doing this to hear my own voice. Please move over.
The gathering on the hill is becoming rowdier. Plus, they're running out of Christmas carols. An unlikely new group joins the mayhem.
I saw the Hare Krishnas first. I was enjoying that. And then it just turned into football hooliganism.
I'm pretty sure some of the lifeguards who were down the water's edge doing their job would have preferred to be up there and jumping up and down with the Hare Krishnas.
Mark my words, in 10 minutes' time, you're going to be rescuing Hare Krishnas out in that water.
Everyone's out of bed now. The hangovers are sort of done, and mixed alcohol and outgoing tide and about 5 rips here. A recipe for disaster. We looked out to sea and there was a guy in pretty bad trouble.
Christmas Day, and Yatesy races to a swimmer drowning in Backpacker's Rip. The man with tattoos is a member of the public who has come to the rescue.
The waves were just going over the back of his head. He was standing, but I could see in his face, you just tell when someone's sort of freaking out.
It's amazing that people can drown in, water you can pretty much nearly stand up in down here.
Put your head forward a little bit more. Let your head in between your legs. That's it, just like that. And keep the breathing up, really slow and deep.
When Troy went up to him first, he probably felt okay.
Try it up. Okay. Not dizzy? I had too much alcohol. Oh, there we go.
And then 5 minutes later, he was worse, and this got worse and worse. This is what happens.
The patient said that he breathed in a lot of water while he was out the back. And the concern for us is that he might have secondary drowning. That's when someone swallows a lot of seawater and it actually sits in their lungs. And a few days later, you could die from water on your lungs. That's why we take it really seriously.
He was losing his colour and, he was fading fast, and just gave him some oxygen. I thought it might have made him feel better. And oxygen's like medicine. After 5 minutes, his colour came back. It was awesome.
I'm just, the people are very strong. I was very tired, and I lost my control. Where I come, we don't have the sea.